Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Chris here from Fake Sports News, Axis Rotation, however the flip you know me on these interwebs, and I am bringing you guys a quick preview of what to expect going into today's matches, that of course being the first of something new in the CDL, that of course being CDL Minor 1. So, hope you guys enjoyed the intro as always. Hope you enjoyed the new mic too. These are my new A50s, so if the quality's not good, just let me know and I'll work on it. But just want to give you guys a quick rundown of what's going on going into Minor 1 starting today. So, a new addition to the 2025 season, online minor tournaments are 12-team single elim tournaments held over 3 days. 2025 minor tournaments will take place in the middle of the qualifiers for majors 1 and 2 and will add some extra excitement to the online portion of competition. These tournaments will be seeded by CDL standings at specific points in the season. Minor 1 tournament will be seeded by the standings after the first 2 weeks of the CDL regular season, while Minor Tournament 2 will be seeded by the standings after Major 1 concludes in Spain. What are they playing for? So the stakes are each minor tournament will have a 20K winner-take-all prize pool, 4,000 to each player in first, which is nice. I'm sorry, 5,000. And valuable CDL points at stake. First place will receive 30 CDL points. Second place will receive 20 CDL points, and third/fourth will receive 10. These points will be used for postseason seeding only, not major tournament seeding, but can make all the difference when it comes to the postseason cutoff. Okay, so it's 10 points added to your point total for the season. So let's say you're at 40 points right now because you're 4-0. Let's say you're the Royal Ravens. You get 50 points total, but the 50 points doesn't count in terms of your seeding for a major one. So it doesn't count as like you basically winning 3 more matches in major one. It just means you have 30 more points for the end of the year, if you guys didn't understand that. But yeah, so let's get into the pick'ems. So kicking things off, of course, looking at the schedule, we have LAG taking on the Minnesota Rokkr. This is going to be a difficult one to predict. You guys know they faced off earlier in the season, went down to around 11, in which the Minnesota Rokkr walked away with. Hard one to call. Rocker's looked good. LAG, they've been close but no cigar. You know that they will want to definitely come back and stake a claim as a solid team, especially with that huge fan base from the Gentlemate side, it has to be said. So with that being said, I'm going to back LAG again with the coin flip in this one. I think that the fan buff will be too much. Even though I like Rokkr, I'm going to give LAG the slight fan buff just because they've been struggling so much, and with that big of a fan base, I feel like those guys, just on a human level, will want to turn up, and they will. Also, 3 world champs. Talk to them nice. So, in our next matchup, we have my home team, Atlanta Faze, taking on the Miami Heretics. And yeah, December's over. You guys know on the channel for the last 2 years, a meme has been the December Heretics. These guys, I don't know why they're disgusting in December. I like this team comp too, so I feel like this will be a pretty interesting series, pretty fun one, but I think Faze is just a little bit better. And especially after the 1-3 start to the season that they've had, I feel like they will be locked in on this series, and they have been recently trying to prepare for it. Also, it has to be said that Miami's S&D last we saw was not great, so barring some sort of insane 360 turnaround from them, the S&D should be a free win, and the respawns you have to figure Faze takes at least both of them. So, yeah. In our next series, we have the Optic Texas boys taking on the Vegas Falcons. And yeah, I think it's going to be a 3-0 for Optic Texas, even with Hook. The Falcons, they've made quite a few roster replacements. I believe Kicks and King of Body are both out, and they were the last place team in terms of skill and placement and everything. So taking 2 players out against the reigning defending world champs who just added the best player in challengers after dropping AG for whatever out of game reasons, good luck, buddy. Yeah, so in our next series, we have C9 New York taking on the Vancouver Surge. Of course, this is the battle for Sib's manhood, if you remember from last year. And yeah, I'm thinking that now that New York has figured out their online stuff, I think this will be a pretty good series. But I think it is a 3-2 in favor of the C9 boys. Excuse me. Now I see what people are saying about the color coordination in this bracket. It is pretty nice. So, speaking of pretty nice, kicking things off on Saturday, we got some COD. Get excited, lock in, lock in. So we have the Ultra taking on the LA Gorillas, and Ultra, they're looking like one of the top 3 teams in this game right now. So I don't see that stopping. I'm going to say they get a 3-1 here. In our next series, we have the Battle of the Green Boys. We have the much improved Boston Breach taking on Optic Texas. This has Upset City written all over it. Boston obviously beat Optic. in their first match of the season, but I think Optic get it back in this one, and I think it's a 3-2. I think they'll want to say, hey, a lot's changed. We had a lot going on when you first caught us. Obviously, Pred was on the team. We know what happened there. Now they have their serious team, so I think it'll be a different result. Now that we have a little bit of hindsight on our side, we know what was going on and why they most likely didn't look like themselves. So getting into the next one, we have Cloud9 New York taking on the Carolina Royal Ravens. And I think the Royal Ravens, I think they're really good right now. I mean, Slasher, he's been stewing for a minute. Dude's been stewing for a little while after that Boston debacle last year. I mean, he was on the sidelines watching a lot of COD. You have to think that he is chomping at the bit to compete this year, and he really showed it in the first few series. He looked absolutely fantastic. Brother turned back the clocks to when I was in high school, and he said, hey, I'm not in college anymore, but I can do some robotic things on the map. So yeah, I think it's a 3-1 for the Royal Ravens. I just like this team. In our next series, we have the LA Thieves taking on Atlanta Faze. And you guys know, against my better judgment, I'm always going to back my hometown team. I'm from Atlanta. I'm a diehard. You know we support the Falcons. Not me, but people in my city. And all type of trash can teams. But yeah, we're loyal. And I'm also a Knicks fan and a Jets fan and a Yankees fan. So Knicks and Jets definitely prove my loyalty. Yankees 27. I mean, there's no loyalty proof there. I was just born during a game, so it is what it is. But anyways, I digress. I think it's going to be a 3-2 for the Atlanta Faze boys over LA Thieves. Don't ask me why, don't ask me how. I think that dark fiber in Atlanta will start kicking out some crazy results pretty soon. And I think that's really all there is to be said. This is a shot in the dark. This minor is basically like season start again, because if you think about it, we have pretty much an entire month between the last matches and this minor. So yeah, basically like a fresh start. We don't know anything, and scrim results are pretty worthless as always. So we have our semifinals here being FaZe versus Ultra and Ravens versus Optic. And it's hard to go against the green wall. So I'm going to say they get a 3-1 over the Ravens. And, you know, I'm going to keep backing FaZe. It's just hard to, like, doubt them. I feel like we get a FaZe versus Optic matchup for our first grand final of the season, albeit at a minor. And I think, honestly, I think FaZe walk away with this one with a 3-2. So yeah, this is just kind of a caution to the wind kind of video slash prediction slash overview of what to expect going into Major 1 today and throughout the rest of the weekend. If you guys want more coverage of each day, anything interesting, let me know and I'll bring you guys some coverage. Not sure how much I'll be doing. My asthma has been absolutely brutal. So yeah, it's like asthma added another S, but the S is not an American S, which usually stands for like nothing. It's a Japanese S plus, like that they used to have given to Naruto before he would go on his little Hokage missions. So yeah, your boy's going through it, and you guys stay safe from this snowstorm. There's still snow at my house, so I don't know how you guys are faring, but I'm freezing my body off. Keep it PG. And yeah, you guys stay warm and don't let your asthma take you out if you're like me. Take a couple puffs of your little inhaler and think some happy thoughts. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoy the minor tournament this weekend, and I will catch you guys next week, of course, with coverage of week 3 of stage 1 of the CDL. So yeah, guys, that'll just about wrap it up for me. Once again, this is Chris from Fake Sports News, Access Rotation, however the flip you know me on these interwebs, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Once again, hope you have a great morning, noon, or night wherever you may be on this beautiful planet, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with someone if you didn't like it, or share it with someone if you did, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Lock it in, baby. Lock it in. Bang. All right, peace out, y'all. Hope you enjoyed the video.